Today's pour is all about the beauty in the little things and letting the colors speak for themselves. Hi everyone, welcome to Ivy and Haze. I'm Michelle, and today we're going to kind of slow it down a little bit. My little pin that I have on today, which you know sets the theme of the day, says enjoy the little things. So that's what we're going to do today. We're going to kind of like not have any bold colors. We're going to do some pastels. And I wanted to show you something that I think totally represents the simple things. And it's just a little Gerber daisy. These are one of my favorite flowers, and I just love them. I think they're just so unassuming and just perfect. So this is our theme for today. Just enjoy the little things, enjoy the simple things. So I'm just going to leave that here today so I can look at that while we paint. So today we're going to do something that's kind of a little fun. We're working with pastels. Now when you look at them, this is pastel red. You would not think that this is a red color, but this is a pastel red. It's an Amsterdam paint, and we're going to work with all Amsterdam paints. This one here is Amsterdam Pastel Blue. And then we've got Pastel Violet, which again, you would never know that this was violet. But when it dries, that's when the color comes through. So, and this one here is Pastel Green. So I know they all look the same. So what I'm going to do today is we're going to put a base color down. And I have chosen Windsor and Newton Windsor Blue, which, oh, this is such a pretty, pretty color. And I'm hoping that it's going to be dark enough so that the pastels can really show up on it, because you want a darker background so the pastels will show up a lot. They don't look as good. I shouldn't say that. They don't show up as well on a lighter background. So anyway, that's what we're going to do today. And again, if you doze off, because I always do, to this day when I watch videos, which I still do every night, that's my nightly ritual. I sit down and I watch different artists and I watch their color palettes, their techniques that they do. And I still have to, go back to where I dozed off at, because it's so relaxing to me. So I take no offense whatsoever if you decide to doze off, but come back and watch, pick up where you left off. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I think I'm going to spread this out a bit. Oh, you know what? And before I do that, I got to put my hair up. I got to put my gloves on, and then we'll pour. So let me go do that, and then we'll get back to it. So let's go ahead and put the blue down, and then we will put we're going to actually do the pastel colors in puddles. But for this one, I'm going to kind of okay, so for the blue, I'm just going to mix it all around, just kind of spread it out a little bit, so that way it will slide, when we put the puddles down to the pastels, they'll slide a little bit better on this if we have a base down. So we'll do that. Put a little bit on the sides. Save me a little time later. I'll probably still have to go back in and kind of fix them up a bit, because there's always a couple little spots that we didn't get while we were painting. It's actually kind of fun later on to go back and fix things up and, add a little bit or change something. Okay, that's good. All right, so let's go ahead. What we're going to do is we're just going to pour little puddles of the different colors everywhere. You can kind of see the violet already starting on the spoon here. So we're just going to put little puddles. I'm going to kind of keep them more towards the middle too, because they're going to pour off. So we're going to do this with all the different colors. We're just going to put them in different spots. I'm so excited for you to see what this is going to look. Okay, that was the violet. Now this is the blue. And again, we're just going to puddle it around in different spots. And then I'm going to wreck it a little bit. I'm going to take like a skewer and just kind of make a pattern throughout. And then we'll have some type of like a little design in here. I'm going to do one more. I know this one's going to go off, but we'll put another little one. Okay, let's do the red. Believe it or not, it's so hard for me to believe that these are actually colors, but they are. And as it starts drying too, you can see the color come through as they start drying, which is kind of cool. I know when I watch people do this, I always think, you missed over there. You should have done that color over there in that spot. And now when, and then when you do it, it's kind of like, where did I put that color? Okay, and this one, the last one, is green. So this is going to be a pastel green. So super, super fun. Can't wait for you to see this when it's all done. And I think since we have more paint, I might put a little bit more in here. Some of the other colors too. And then we'll skewer it, and then we will tilt it off. Okay. That was the green. Okay, let's just go ahead and fill in some of these little spots here. So funny, I'm so careful in the beginning, and then towards the end, it's like, just pour it out. Okay, I think that should be plenty of paint. I think we have just a little bit of blue left we can put on the edges here. I love this color, Windsor Blue. Okay, now we're going to take our little kind of a skewer. Actually, I don't even know what this thing is, but we're just going to go ahead and make some patterns on here. I'm going to go one way, and then I think I'm going to go the other way. And then we'll see, then we'll go ahead and tilt it off. Okay, let's come back the other way. Okay, very good. Easy peasy. So now let's go ahead and move this around. You know what? Actually, before we do that, I think I'm going to torch it real quick just to get out any air bubbles that are in here. I see a couple of them. Okay, there we go. Oh, I already see some of the color coming through. Okay, we're just going to take it off one corner, and then we're going to bring it back towards the middle. If we can keep it from, I'd like to try to keep it from going crooked. Oh yeah, you can see the red coming through. Okay, we're going to tilt it off this corner and then the next corner. Hear the sound of the paint dripping off the canvas? That's one of my favorite sounds too. So that's a simple thing. Paint dripping off the canvas, but it's one of my favorite things. I just love the sound of it. Okay, we're almost there. Just have that one corner. Got it. Okay. So this is going to be a really pretty design. Can you see? I don't know if the light's going to pick up on this, but you can already see the colors coming through. Really, really. Oh, this is going to be so pretty when it's done. And I think it's going to look so good on the Windsor background, the Windsor Blue. So, okay, maybe I'll torch it one more time. I'm afraid to not. Sometimes if an air bubble comes through, it will totally wreck your composition. Okay, very good. And all the sides look good, good coverage on the sides. So I think I'm going to step back. I'm going to step away from the table because I do not want to keep doing anything. I think the only thing that I will do from this point on is just clean the bottoms because we don't want the paint to keep dripping off. So I will clean the bottoms. And then I will bring you in for the wet results. The design is going to be really pretty on here, just using that stick or skewer, or I don't know what it was, a cake pop stick or I don't know. But anyway, I think it's going to be really, really pretty when this is done. And the sides look really nice too. So this was a nice, fun, just relaxing pour. And we had our little prop here to help us out. I thought I'd give you a little sneak peek during the drying process. You can kind of see on the edges it's drying quicker and it's still wet in the middle, so we're definitely not going to touch it. But I just wanted to give you a little preview of what's happening with these colors, and when it's dry, I will show you again. And here we have the dry result. There's a certain glow with these pastels, not a shimmer, but a glow. There's just something soothing about the way these colors interact with each other, like they're blowing in the wind. You can see the blue, the green, the violet. The red's a little deceiving, but so beautiful. I can't wait to work with these colors again. This pour wasn't about a flashy technique or wild colors. It was noticing how the paint made its way to the spot it'll be at for its entire life. It was about the small moments that make creating art so magical. It was a gentle reminder to pause and appreciate what's right in front of us. What's one of your simple pleasures? Let me know in the comments. And if you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button and subscribe. Check out the link to see the very first video where we did a vibrant ring pour. Well, thanks for experimenting with me today. I think that's a wrap, and I hope you come back. Bye for now.